Cosmos Chukwemeka has joined us on the show. Cosmos, let's welcome you to Sports Tonight. I'm sure you've also been following the Africa Cup of Nations. Yes. For you, the quality?
Well, the quality, pretty much first round of games in the group. Yeah, a lot of teams are very pragmatic and trying as much as possible not to concede so much. And at the same time, they are very cautious about the way they play. But so far, so good. It's been good. First match of the African Cup of Nations was awesome for me. Guinea-Bissau coming out, especially in the second half, to show that they can really compete. And of course, we just saw that highlights between Cameroon and Burkina Faso. That was a game Burkina Faso would have taken, but somehow they just faltered towards the end. Lovely free kick in this one, and they had chances to win.
This was the Cameroonian goal.
And they had chances to win this game. And of course, before I came into the studio, I was actually watching the game between Egypt and Mali. Very interesting game, end-to-end stuff, especially in the first half. But then Egypt came back in the second half. Mali were actually they had the upper hand in the first half. Egypt didn't even have a shot on goal in the first half. But in the second half, Egypt just came and it's as if they played this kind of Spanish kind of football. Well, not exactly tiki-taka, but they put the ball on the ground. It's not the kind of the high-pressing, counter-attack kind of play that the North Africans will play. They just put the ball on the ground. They're trying as much as possible to pass the ball around, and they've had some chances that should have resulted to a goal. But then it's still goalless, and let's just see how that pans out. So altogether, I think the African Cup of Nations will live up to expectation. We're just saying the early stage where teams are trying to be careful. Trust me, in the second matches of the groups, they're going to throw all wins into caution and try as much as possible to get a win.
All right, let's leave Gabon and come back to Nigeria now. And this time, spend some time to reflect on the Nigeria Professional Football League. We got up to a good start over the weekend, although there was an issue that blighted all the excitement and the hype about the start of the new season. But then all that looked to have been resolved now, with the league management company announcing sanctions on Ifeanyi Ubah and, of course, the referee that was involved in the Kano Pillar versus Ifeanyi Ubah game. But then this is the piece of news. We just start with this one from Nnewi, the camp of Ifeanyi Ubah, and it's to the effect that they will not be appealing the sanctions slammed on them by the league management company. They've accepted all the sanctions. And for me, that's an admittance of guilt, an acceptance of all that happened, and probably regretting the role that they played in making it happen. So that's the story. Ifeanyi Ubah are not appealing. They align everything, taking everything that the LMC have thrown at them. And we talked about it yesterday on this show. Very heavy sanctions, suspended point deductions, and of course some good cash as well. Ifeanyi Ubah is a billionaire club, so but then no matter how rich you are, no matter how many billions you have, paying fines of millions of naira for an offense that you could have avoided,
an avoidable incident,
is always going to be very, very painful.
I think conduct is key, proper conduct, that is, and I'm very sure the club will look into that and look at the causes of that incident and ensures that it does not happen. A lot of people may not like this, but I also say credit to Ifeanyi Ubah for taking it. We've seen some clubs that will, even doing the wrong thing, still want to ruffle feathers. But now, okay, fine. Even though in their own eyes they had issues with some of the things that happened, but then again, you don't put the game in disrepute. And I think this is good because it serves as a good precedent. No club would want to put up this kind of performances, this kind of, irrespective of what the referee does on the field, you know that you have to respect the rules of the game. It was a litmus test, like Oyewuchi said yesterday, and I'm still hoping that some of the other grey areas that always come up will come up quickly as we are starting the league, so that the LMC can show that, look, I have the hammer, and I'm not shy, I'm willing to use it. Issues of players pointing into the face of the referee, pushing the referee's head, chasing the referee,
swear words
across. I mean, if any of those things happen, let the hammer fall. And by the time week 1, week 2, we are done with all of those is that everybody's going to play by the books.
For me, I feel it boils down to the fact that what happened on Saturday was very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. We had a lot of things that happened in that game. And as far as I'm concerned, yes, LMC has come out to sanction, of course, a team that defaulted 8 points suspended deduction, 9 million naira in about 4 counts of offenses. Fine, but I feel that it boils down to the fact that, and I have to say this, many of the club officials, players, supporters are not enlightened or do not know or do not understand the rules of the game. If they understand, right.
Yeah, we have to wrap it up now because we need to go on a quick break.
Okay, no problem. If they understand the rules of the game,
some of these things will not be happening.
Avoided. It would not even have happened at all. So I think that's just it. Even from the LMC to the least club in the Nigeria Professional Football League, scratch that, to the least club in the amateur league should understand the rules of the game. The rules of the game states this: there should be enlightenment in all fronts, education in all fronts, and I think that was what happened in Kano. It also happened in Enugu as well. So that's just it.